friends, we are wrapping up the 100th year anniversary open house at OSF St. Anthony's Health Center. We are taping this on the day it happened, October the 23rd. We are running this October the 27th, and we're wrapping up the show with Frances. How are we doing today?
I'm well, CJ. How about you?
Oh, doing great. It's great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I got to break the fourth wall and just look you all right in the eye. We talked about osteoporosis, as Frances politely told me last time.
We did. I work in the physical therapy department.
Well, and as the manager of rehab services, take me through your day-to-day. What's that look like for you?
Oh, well, I have 17 people that I work with, and physical occupational speech therapists. And some work here at the hospital, seeing patients in the hospital, and some work at our outpatient clinic in the Alton Mall.
Wow. Well, and now with that being said, too, you've been here for a cup of coffee, to say the least. 22 years.
Yes, sir.
Take me through how you guys have grown in your rehab services over the 22 years.
Oh, it's changed a lot.
I bet.
Yeah, it has. We used to be over at the old St. Clair's Hospital building.
Okay.
For our outpatient therapies. And then when they closed St. Clair's, they built us a beautiful facility out at the Alton Mall. And we love it there. It's easy to get into. We have a huge space and lots of great equipment.
Well, and so many times, and it shows my lack of medical knowledge too, is I think collectively as people that aren't medical professionals, we think of rehab or physical therapy, or rehab as physical therapy, as after surgery getting the hip back right. But there's so much more on top of that when it comes to the rehabilitation services, and you guys have a really good team of talented individuals that really do help. Fill me in on you mentioned a few of the different departments when it comes to rehab services. Can you take me through the gauntlet?
Sure. We have the physical therapy department, which is our largest, but we also have a great service with occupational therapy and speech therapy.
What's occupational therapy?
They have a huge range of patients that they see, starting with pediatrics. They see a lot of children with autism. Wow. They see children for feeding disorders. If a child's having difficulty with certain textures of foods, or not being able to tolerate certain things, or only picky diets, you know. They also work with people that have had arm or shoulder, hand injuries. They work with patients that have balance problems.
Wow.
Parkinson's patients.
So pretty well-rounded when it comes to...
they see a lot of different varieties.
And it seems like you have to be pretty good at adapting and knowing your craft whenever you're working in that department.
Yeah, they're great because they'll switch back and forth from seeing a child to an adult and then back to a child. So it takes a lot of talent.
Well, and this is one that, I just think of on the top of my head, as we're talking here. I'm sure that's quite a mental balance, too, for your staff if you're working with, a younger child, and then we're going right up on to, middle age. How does your staff balance that, or how does one balance that when you're working with different age levels?
I think it just comes with experience. They're all very well experienced. Most of them have been in our department probably 10 years or more, and they just have that ability to, from their experience, to know how to interact with people of all ages. And it's like all of us, when you work with the public, you learn to some people you interact with differently than others. Well,
and today, take me through your experience with the open house and just your thought on it. Was it a good experience for you?
It's great. It's great. I always enjoy having the public around and trying to share with our services with them, and trying to show them that we can help them, and we want to help them.
Well, and too, for somebody who wants to learn more, let's say that they're maybe a surgery's coming up, and I haven't had many hips or knees done yet, but I know they'll be coming soon, like everyone. And I don't know how that process works, but if if someone's going, man, I need to get this work done, or I need to get this started, what's the best way just to call the office and see, through our primary care, obviously, and all of that, but what's the best way to see if we can go see you guys after that surgery or during that that rehabilitation duration?
We recommend that you get a prescription from your doctor, referral. And so just speaking with your doctor about what where you want to go for your therapy, and it's always the patient's choice. So
that's really cool. Well, and take me through a little bit of your team. Does everyone get along and fire on all cylinders pretty well?
Oh, they're a great team.
Good.
They, like I said, they've been a lot of experience there. We have some new therapists that have been here just working a couple years, and we have some that have been working over 20 years.
It's incredible.
Nice mix, and what that does is they collaborate well
Yeah.
together. The new ones have the new ideas, but the therapists with more experience share their
tried and true.
Exactly, and they mesh well together.
How incredible. Well, and now have you had a chance today to maybe see someone that you used to work with that's come on in or stop by?
I have.
No kidding, that's awesome.
Yeah. It was someone that we used to work in home care, and then actually she ended up coming to therapy for a while. So it's great. Yeah, see people you haven't seen in a while.
What's your message to the community as we're wrapping up here, Francis, just about OSF's 100 years overall, and then I'll ask you to wrap up with some thoughts on the rehab services.
Sounds good. OSF has evolved over the years, as all healthcare systems, but I think they truly have placed the patient as the center of their care and want people to know that always when they come here, that person is special, and we want to do all we can to help them.
Absolutely. And then your final thought, just for anybody who wants to know why OSF Rehab Services is the place to work at and the place to go receive care.
As I've said before, our therapists are awesome and they have a lot of experience. We also have a lot of different programs from a 2-week-old baby to a 100-year-old person.
It's incredible. Mm-hmm. Well, Francis, it's always great to talk to you, and seriously, with you and the entire team at Rehab Services, best of luck. Now you got another 100 years to go. We do.
We're ready.
And thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, CJ.
We are out of time when it comes to our recognition of OSF's 100 years at the open house celebration, but thank you to all of you that have been a part of this broadcast today, who've rewatched it, that interviewed with me on this Thursday. Here's to 100 more years of OSF. Until I talk to you again, try your best to stay out of jail.